Good morning everyone. I am Diana Julie. I am working as an assistant professor at KIT Kalingar Karnanidhi Institute of Technology, Coimbatore. Today we will discuss some topics from the subject Human-Computer Communication. Let's see reasoning and problem solving topic. So generally reasoning is the process by using a knowledge to draw a conclusion. That is what reasoning. Sometimes reasoning inferring new information from what is already known. There are n number of different types of reasoning. One is deductive, inductive and abductive. These are all the three different types of reasonings available. One is deductive reasoning. Deductive reasoning derives the logically necessary conclusion from the given premises. So what are all the statements already given? From that we are drawing a new statement logically. That is what deductive reasoning. For example, statement 1 is if it is Friday, then she will go to work. It is in statement number 1. Then statement number 2 is it is Friday. So from the statement 1 and 2 we can draw a conclusion, therefore she will go to the work. So this is the conclusion we have drawn from the above statements. Then example 2 is, in example 2 statement number 1 is some people are babies. Statement number 2 is some babies cry. So from these statements we can conclude some people will cry. So from the given statements, what are the premises already available? So from that we can draw a conclusion logically. This is what deductive reasoning. Next, inductive reasoning. So inductive reasoning is a generalizing a state from the cases what we have seen to inferring the information about the cases what we have not seen. Usually, this inductive reasoning is a mental process that involves drawing a general conclusion from the specific instance. This inductive reasoning is also known as inductive logic. So here we can see some example. So in this inductive reasoning, first we have to observe some specific thing. So from that we have to recognize the pattern. From that pattern we can draw a conclusion. Let's see some example. Let's take a medicines. So here we are considering A&D medicine. Both are very cheap medicine. So that will cause a major side effects. So from that we can observation we can recognize the pattern. All the cheap medicines will cause major side effects. So this is how we can recognize. Then from that recognition we can conclude all the cheap medicines will cause major side effects. This is what the conclusion we have drawn from the specific observation and recognized pattern. So this is what about inductive reasoning. Next, objective reasoning. So objective reasons form a fact to the actions or state that caused it. This is the method we use to drive explanation for the events what we have observed. So these are all the three types of reasoning techniques. Reasoning to solve the problem or to draw a conclusions. The first one is objective reasoning. So in sometimes objective reasoning the observations may be incomplete. So from that incomplete observation we can try to get best prediction. Sometimes it may not be true. Next one is deductive reasoning. So these are all the reasoning or these are all the conclusion will driven from the general rule. So it may be always true. Next one is inductive reasoning. So these are all in this reasoning the conclusions are driven from the specific observation. So this conclusions will be true. Next, problem solving is the process of finding a solution to an unfamiliar task using the knowledge what we have. Human problem solving is categorized by the ability to adopt the information we have to deal with a new situation. There are n number of different views of the people to solve the problem. So for solving a problem, we are following two types of view. One is Gestalt view, next one is problem solving theory. Gestalt view, that problem solving involves both reuse of knowledge and insight. Next, problem space theory inference, which takes a view that is the mind limited information processor. Next, Gestalt theory inference, problem solving is both productive and reproductive. Productive problem solving involves insight and reconstructing of the problem. Reproductive problem solving draws some conclusion from the previous experience. Next, problem space theory. This problem space theory has some view about the problem. So the problem has an initial state and also a goal state. The people use the operators to move from the former to the later. So this theory, which has an means and end analysis. In means and end analysis is the initial state that is compared with the goal state and an operator chosen to reduce the difference between the two.